EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, it's Prescott. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return is Williams. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
32.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The Cowboys at 1-6 now. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Prescott now. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Rocky start throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he'll find Higbee open downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From the red zone now, Stafford to Jefferson on the slant. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's Stafford. His pass caught at the 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second and goal, Stafford, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
On second down, there's the option going left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On second and 12, Prescott. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 39. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a give here to Pollard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Prescott. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford rolling to his right. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
From the 50, Stafford. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
To try again after the sack. Stafford. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
They'll try to jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Van Jefferson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, it's Pollard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand. Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close. 3rd and long for Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Here's Williams to return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A 14-yard pickup, but it's 3rd down.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
First down, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Got his man, it's Fehoko. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Stafford here.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Stafford.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, Now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Pollard. Taken down at the 30.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 56 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
2nd down and goal. Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Prescott on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
On fourth down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Maher is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
I'll tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Run for Pollard. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
67 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Pollard again.
And he will take it in for a Cowboys goal. Tony Pollard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
32.
Play action. Stafford. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape, it didn't exist.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. On 1st down, it's Stafford.
Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Again, it's Stafford. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Stafford on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To the air again, Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He'll buy some time right. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Prescott to throw it.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Off the play fake, Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? A 1st down throw for Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now Pollard. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Leonard Floyd able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stafford now to throw. Man open is Robinson. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. 59. Now Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
53, 8.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Double right.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Past the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. 107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing